Well, my dear student, let's welcome back to the next chapter of the book, Our Teachers Are Superheroes. Let's continue with chapter 4. At chapter 4, Evidence. The friends agreed that Miss Higgins had moved extremely fast on her way out of the classroom, but they couldn't quite agree whether the speed at which she has exceeded was, in fact, beyond normal human capabilities. You are imagining it, argued Freya. She just ran quickly while we weren't looking. No way, countered Benji. She was like a flash. It was incredible. Behind the wall near the school gates, Freya and Benji hung around for over an hour before they finally spotted the first teachers beginning to leave school. Mr. Wilstead walked across the car park in his usual brown tweed jacket, carrying a battered briefcase, already chatted with a hands-free earpiece hooked around his ear. He climbed into his car and drove off without noticing the two pairs of eyes watching him. Mrs. Yates Schwartz passed a few minutes later, hunched over and holding two shopping bags full of the broom with exercise books. She fumbles with the keys for a while before heaving the bag into the boot and heading out through the gates. Three more teachers emerged from the main doors and left while the spying children stayed out of the sign outside. Finally, they signed their query. Mr. J and Mrs. Higgins both appeared at the main doors. She was no longer wearing her cape. He was carrying a sporty rucksack over his shoulder. Each has a stack of test paper under their arm. The children recognized the reading paper the classes had been given that morning. Freya cocked her head to one side to listen from the distance. At first, the conversation was a bit mumbled and it was hard to make anything out. Miss Higgins seemed to take a moment to survey the car park before turning to Mr. J. The final fragment of speech came as clear as the whistle. I'm on a mission tonight. Me too. Good luck. See you in the morning. Let me know how you get on. With that, the two teachers headed off to their separate cars and drove away, leaving Freya and Benji staring at one another. Benji held his tongue for what felt like an age until he was sure they were far enough away from school. Then he exploded. I told you, he launched into an animated appeal, a mission. They both superheroes. They are fighting crime or something. There's definitely something going on. And that's the end of chapter 4. Thank you very much and see you in next chapter. Goodbye, everyone.